channel, show your boy some love. Go to Cash App, support the channel, show Easy Work Boxing some love. I got to talk about this fight, y'all. This is my prediction video for Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez. First, I want to talk, this is going to be a good video, y'all. Just stay tuned. I want to talk a little bit about this fight. First, I want to talk about something with Canelo Alvarez. From people, since he's lost to Floyd Mayweather, a lot of people have given him, acknowledgement on how he has changed as a fighter. But after I'm watching the fights and I'm doing my research, my film study to see who I predict gonna win this fight, I noticed something. He gets a lot of people saying, oh, since the Floyd Mayweather fight, he's changed. He's a totally different fighter. No, Canelo Alvarez is not. He is not a different fighter. Canelo, still to this day, only thing he changed was head movement and coming forward. He know how to cut the ring off better now. That's all he's changed. He's still the same fighter. So I don't know why people I even did it myself. I used to say it myself that Canelo has gotten better since the Floyd Mayweather fight, but actually he's not. The only thing that he's changed is head moving and he can cut off a ring good. Now, this is an undisputed matchup. Undisputed, the biggest thing in boxing, not pound for pound for those that don't know, okay? Undisputed is it. That means you are the king of the ring. Canelo Alvarez, he got the, Canelo got the WBA, WBC, WBO, which I feel like he ain't fought nobody for that WBC, but that's what he has. Caleb Plant has the IBF championship. 4 belts, y'all, on the line. All right? Now, let me say these things right here. Now, the one thing that's, because it's the talking going on over there is that they all cheating over there. Since Oscar Valdez been popped. The good thing about it, since Oscar Valdez been popped, Canelo really won't take a chance on trying to use steroids because that would straight up destroy his entire legacy, especially right now with an undisputed fighter up like this. If he was to get caught using steroids against Caleb Plant, it's over with, y'all. It's fucking over, okay? And Canelo ring confidence comes from the fact that Canelo knows that he can back his opponents up, or they will back up. That's where he gets a lot of his confidence. All right. Now come in and talk about Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, 21-0, 12 KOs, orthodox fighter, 6'1" in height, 74-inch reach. So that means the reach advantage will be for Caleb Plant. He is the IBF champion. Now, these things I've seen with Caleb Plant. This no bias talk, no racism on my channel, y'all. This is just what I see. Great ring IQ, great timing, great footwork, smart fighter, has some power. Not devastating power, but he can knock your ass down with one punch. Good defense. Good defense. Caleb Plant has that. Great counterpuncher. Great counterpuncher. Now the problems that Plant could face in this fight, things that he need to make sure that he can beat Canelo Alvarez with is this. Problems for Plant. Canelo's power. Because we all know Canelo used them roids. Canelo on shit. Power was a major problem, gonna be a major problem for Caleb Plant in this fight. Cutting off the ring. Canelo cutting off the ring, that's gonna be a problem for Plant. But Plant is such a good mover, that probably really won't matter for him. He's such a good mover, ring IQ, footwork. Cutting off the ring probably ain't gonna do it. It's about what he gonna do when it get cut off. Has to fight out of a corner. Cannot be in no corner letting Canelo get off. Cannot do that. Get his offense off and clinch. Every time you get your offense off, Canelo come forward, grab him and clinch him. Don't let him get no offense off on you. That's another way to beat Canelo. But I'm finna tell y'all the real way to beat Canelo Alvarez. It's easy. Floyd, it's a blueprint on how to beat him. He already has lost. Okay, straight jab. Jab, straight right. 1-2 after Canelo jab. Canelo has a bad habit of once he jabs, he holds his head up. He jabs and keeps his head up. He keeps his head up when he throw that jab. If you throw a jab at him, you can hit him and come over with your right hand and hit Canelo in the face. Floyd did. If you go back and you watch Mayweather versus Canelo, when Canelo would throw a jab, Floyd would throw a jab and then come over with a right hand. Because Canelo, when he throws his jab, he continues to hold his head up. And if y'all think about it, Oscar De La Hoya said that when he was bashing Canelo, about how he keep his head up. All Let me go to Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez. Saw Canelo Alvarez. Big baby. 56 and 38 KOs. He is the shorter fighter, 5'8". His reach is shortest, 70-inch reach and a half. He is the WBA, shouldn't be the WBC, and the WBO champion of the world, but that's not here nor there. Power, like I said, the boy juicing. You know what I'm saying? You take it how you want to, get mad all you want. He juicing. Power. Great body attack by Canelo. He loves that right uppercut, especially if you're a southpaw. He'll really hook it to the body. If you're an orthodox fighter, he'll hook it to the body. Throw a jab, hook to the body or something like that. Good defense. Even though I said nothing has really changed since he lost to Floyd Mayweather, the head movement that he has brought in is good. You know what I'm saying? He throws a lot of people off. I seen him as I was watching a lot of fights. He throws people off with that head move. What else? He will be throwing leaping left hooks and right hooks to the body. Whenever Canelo fights a taller fighter or a fighter with a longer reach than him, sometimes he'll just jump forward and throw a hook. You know what I'm saying? That may end up being a problem for him because Plant is a good Plant is a good counterpuncher. Let me calm down, son. I'm rushing. Plant is a good counterpuncher, so it's a possibility of him leaping in and like that. He may get caught and hit with something. Canelo Alvarez. Now, things we know about Canelo gas is out. But seeing on the fact that they can let everybody over there getting popped and caught with whatever going on, ain't no telling what he might come in with. He might come in with that stuff Billy Joe had in him against Luminex, whatever you say his name. He might come in like that. You know, that stuff had you moving around, don't get tired, and you moving fast. He might come in on something on that. But to take none away from him, you know what I'm saying? Canelo is a strong fighter. He's a good fighter, but Canelo is being made into the champion that y'all think he is. But he gasses out. When Canelo gets tired, he mostly throws head shots. That's how you know when Canelo is tired. He mostly throws straight punches. He don't go to the body as much. He don't attack the body as much. Y'all hit that like button, please, if you watching. He don't like to go to the body that much when he's tired. He'll keep throwing jabs and straight right hands. Another mistake that Canelo makes is when sometimes he want to look so good that he slips with no guard. He slips punches and keeps his hand down. You can't do that against a fighter like Caleb Plant. That's going to be real bad for him against Caleb Plant. Now, due to the fact that everything I just listed, you know what I'm saying, to me, Caleb Plant is the better fighter. You know, Caleb Plant got everything. Caleb Plant, to be honest with y'all, reminds me of his fighting IQ reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. His fighting IQ reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. Caleb Plant is a special fighter, y'all. For me just watching him, he's something special. He got it. He got the whole nine. He got everything to come with it. He is the fighter that I see that can beat Canelo Alvarez. It's been a lot of fighters that I have watched that I can't see them beating Canelo Alvarez because they don't have the skills, but you have to be very technical, a technical boxer. Everybody can box, but you have to be very technical. Get your ass. You have to be very technical when fighting Canelo Alvarez. If you're not a technical, smart fighter, knowing how to work off angles, how to catch his mistakes, you will lose to Canelo Alvarez. And if you're afraid to fight him, if you're gonna back up, you're gonna lose to Canelo Alvarez. Now this is where it come in where you having a good team. See, this is why the people you pay 10% to, they should love you, respect you, and care for you. Okay? Because this is where your team comes in. Because if Caleb Plant has a good team, y'all, I promise y'all, he will become victorious fight by one thing. Not one thing, but by one thing that shows Canelo Alvarez's mistakes. And Floyd Mayweather did this. And I'm finna let y'all know how you beat Canelo Alvarez. It's simple as hell. It's very simple. Canelo, in his mind, is so used to people running from him in the ring. If you go back and you watch Mayweather versus Canelo, the first round bell, people were expecting that Floyd Mayweather would run from Canelo and move. He didn't. He ran straight into Canelo, straight in front of him and put his guard up. Like, come on. That fucked his mind up from jump. By the fourth round, Floyd Mayweather had Canelo Alvarez scared of him. Watch the fight yourself if you think I'm lying. Watch the fight yourself if you think I'm lying. By the 4th round, Canelo was scared because Floyd knows that Canelo cannot fight backing up. He can't. That's why he constantly comes forward. If you attack Canelo, he cannot fight you. If you attack him, the best way to beat Canelo, bag him up, keep a jab in his face. That's another way that Floyd beat him. When you throw at Canelo, he wants to be so defensive that he will not throw a punch. If you go back and you watch that fight, Floyd kept a punch in his face to stop Canelo from coming in, because Canelo would guard himself. He wasn't gonna come in. Ooh, I'm the truth. I'm the truth, man. I'm the truth. So Floyd will throw the jab, keep the jab in his face, or throw a punch, so Canelo will be nervous about coming in. That made Canelo stay on the back foot, which Floyd, if you watch the fight, stayed in front of Canelo the entire fight because Floyd knew that Canelo cannot fight going backwards. He gets frustrated. He can't think. Also, with a little bit of movement and defense frustrates him. These are the keys to beating Canelo Alvarez, y'all. I can't do it no better, baby. Easy work boxing in the building. Y'all gotta love me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking no racism. So, in this fight, y'all, and I'm saying this depending on the team, how good the team is of Caleb Plant. If he got a good trainer, somebody who's gonna sit and watch tape and study tape and get that first loss, that first clear loss, and study that, then it's game over for Canelo. But it has to be in Caleb Plant's mind to fight that style and not move, because that's how you beat him. If you bag up, you will lose to Canelo Alvarez. You have to be in his face, putting something in his face, stopping him from coming forward on you. That's the key to beating him. So with that, y'all, I'm going to go with, and it's going to be a tough decision because Canelo is the face of boxing. And, you know, they even tried to cheat him with Floyd. They even tried to let him win with Floyd, and Floyd clearly white-gloved him. I'm going to ride with Caleb Plant, y'all. I got Caleb Plant by a 12-round decision, y'all. Not by knockout, stoppage, or anything like that. By 12-round decision, I'm going with Caleb Plant. Y'all, please comment. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I see. That's the way I see it. I feel like Caleb Plant is a better all-around fighter than Canelo. And me watching and film studying Canelo versus Mayweather, I seen how to beat Canelo Alvarez. You keep a punch in his face. You bag him up. It's simple. Move around a little bit, you frustrated. Let me see what y'all saying before I get off. What's good, D-Lo Box and Jeff C, Shadow Hunter, Raphael, Magavelli, Jeff C, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, if you show your boy some love, go to Cash App. PayPal is connected to the channel. Y'all get ready for this, man. Follow your boy. Y'all know Easy damn near always right on these predictions, baby. So y'all let me know when it's time coming. We watch this fight. Y'all get back on here. If I'm right, show your boy some love. If I'm wrong, I know y'all coming. You know what I'm saying? But I got Caleb Plant, y'all. Plant the better all-around fighter. Plus, there's no blueprint to beating Plant. There is a blueprint to beating Canelo Alvarez. Stay in his face, keep a punch in his face. If he try to get off on you, clinch him. That's another thing Plant needs to do, clinch him. Don't let him get no offense off, clinch him. And you got the victory. You got the victory, Caleb Plant. But y'all, that's who I'm going with. Plant struggle with guys half skilled as Canelo. Where guys are, I can't even comment on that, Chris. I can't comment on that. Half skilled as Canelo. I done seen Canelo struggle with guys who ain't got Plant skills. He struggled with Jacobs. Jacobs can't move like Plant. Jacobs don't have the IQ fight ability of Caleb Plant. He don't have the fight in it. So they both have struggled with fight. That's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying, in this fight, I am going for Caleb Plant. That's who I think is going to be victorious in this fight, 12-round decision. Let me know how y'all feel. Drop your opinions in the comment section. And y'all let me know. But y'all got to head back to work. Show your boy some love. This Easy Work Boxing. Thank y'all for coming in. Staying tuned. I'm out.